Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to solve some problems based on IR spectroscopy. In that we'll be solving some problems on effect of conjugation on the frequency of carbonyl group. Let's begin. So this is our very first problem where an unsaturated or unconjugated double bond carbonyl and C double bond C stretching is given, and they are comparing it with crotonaldehyde whose frequency is less than the unconjugated one. So they are asking why it is so. For that, you should know the structure of crotonaldehyde. Crotonaldehyde structure is, as you can see, CH3, CH double bond CH, C double bond OH. It means it is the alpha beta unsaturated aldehyde. And you can see this carbonyl group is in conjugation with the double bond. So we can make the conjugated structure where you have a resonating structure where you have a positive charge on the carbon and negative charge on the oxygen. So you can see here effect of conjugation on the carbonyl bond, that here in this structure the carbonyl is having a double bond while its resonating structure brings the single bond characteristic to it. Means the strength of the bond decreases. Double bond strength is higher than the single bond. So the single bond weakens, therefore the frequency reduces. So from 1720 or 1740 to 1700 it reduced because of the strength of the bond decreases. Similarly, you can explain earlier the C double bond C, now it reduced to the sigma single bond characteristic. Therefore, the strength of the bond decreases and so the frequency decreases. Because the strength of the bond we relate with the force constant, and as per the Hooke's law, this frequency is directly proportional to the force constant, and the force constant of the single bond is less than the double bond. Therefore, the strength of the bond for single bond is less. Therefore, the frequency decreases. So basically the reason is, as conjugation increases, it brings more single bond characteristic and therefore the frequency decreases. So that's how you can explain your answer. We'll see the second problem where they have given 1-acetyl 2-methyl cyclohexene. Frequency is given 1693, which is higher than for 1-acetyl cyclohexene. So you need to explain why it is so. For that, you should know the structure of 2. So as the name suggests, 1-acetyl 2-methyl cyclohexene. So you have to draw cyclohexene. On that, if you do the ring 1 and 2, at 1 you have acetyl group COCH3 and at 2 you have methyl. So this is basically 1-acetyl 2-methyl cyclohexene and this is 1-acetyl cyclohexene. Now if you see the first structure, this is the alpha beta unsaturated carbonyl compound, or you can say the conjugation is present here. So just now we have solved the first problem. Conjugation brings single bond characteristic, therefore the frequency decreases. Decreases means normally for ketone the frequency is 1715. So with respect to that the frequency decreases to 1686 because of the presence of conjugation. So basically the relationship between the conjugation and the frequency is inversely proportional. As the conjugation will increase, frequency will decrease. Now, what is the effect here involved? If you see the difference between the two is only the presence of methyl group at 2 position. So because of the presence of this methyl group, it causes the steric crowding, and because of that steric crowding, the resonance is inhibited here because of the C double bond C comes in the out of plane. Therefore, the resonance restricted here and therefore the resonance decreases. So, the frequency increases to 1693. It is still less than the normal 1715 frequency, but it is higher than the 1686 because the resonance effect is decreased here. Therefore, the frequency increases. So, because of the steric effect of methyl, resonance decreases and so the frequency increases. So this is how we have explained here, because that brings a double bond out of the plane. So the p orbital overlap is reduced here. So which reduces the frequency. which reduces the resonance here, and so the frequency increases. So this is how you can explain for effect of resonance. Now next question, where they have given the carbonyl stretching frequency 1650, which is exceptionally low for 2,4,6 cycloheptatrienone. You have to explain why. For that, we should know how to draw the structure. Cycloheptatriene, one. So it is having 7 carbon, triene, 3 double bonds. One means you have a carbonyl group. 2,4,6 is the position of the double bond. So this is the 2,4,6 cycloheptatrienone, and we can make the resonating structure of it here. Carbonyl being dipole, you can write down negative charge on the oxygen and positive here on the carbon. And now this all 7 carbon becomes sp2 hybridized. So you can show the resonance is present here. It becomes aromatic, right? It is closed system. It is all are sp2 hybridized, and it follows the Huckel's rule as well. So it becomes an aromatic structure here. And aromatic structures are very stable structures and possesses a strong resonance. Therefore, the frequency will decrease extremely low, 1650. As you can see, previous problem it was 1680 around or 1690. Compared to that also, it is further decreased to 1650. That is because of the presence of strong resonance effect. Fine. So that brings a single bond characteristic as we compare the two. So the reason is strong aromatic character, strong resonance is present, and we know resonance is conjugation, which is inversely proportional to the frequency, and so it decreases. Now this is the next problem where the 3 molecules compounds have been given, carbonyl compounds. You have to write down the increasing carbonyl stretching frequency order for this. So we have to first write down the first molecule which is having the least frequency, then second, and then the highest one. So now here one we can see among the 3, this very first carbonyl is having the resonance present here, the 2 aromatic rings. So conjugation is present. Conjugation decreases the frequency, so this should have the smallest frequency, the structure 1. Then if you compare the 2 and 3 here, 2 is 6-membered ring and 5 is the third is 5-membered carbonyl, and here the ring size effect involved here. As we know, as the ring size decreases, the frequency increases, because that brings a more as character here, and that increases the strength of the bond. So basically the order is the smallest will be having the conjugated one, then comes the 6-membered ring, and then comes the 5-membered ring. So same thing we have written here, effect. So you can say that conjugation lower the frequency in structure 1, and the second one 6-membered, which is equal to almost acyclic ketone 1715. The third structure ring size effect is present. As the ring size decreases, as character in the carbonyl bond increases, and this increases the strength of the carbonyl bond. So basically the force constant increases, and so the frequency increases. So this is the order, and 2 concepts are involved here. One is the conjugation and another is the ring size effect. Okay, so this is another problem based on, you can see again the same 2 concept. One is the conjugation and other is the ring size effect, and you have to write down here decreasing carbonyl frequency, means from the highest to lowest. So among the 3, the highest, which one can you assume here? First and 2. So the third one is 6-membered. So if you compare the 5-membered and 6-membered, 6-membered should have the smallest frequency. Now if you compare the structure 1 and 2, in structure 1 there is a resonance present here, right? So basically this OR group is acting as a electron withdrawing group, and electron withdrawing group increases the strength of the carbonyl. Increases the strength means the frequency should be high here. Further, you have a resonance present here. So basically the electron withdrawing effect will be more here. In this, you have normal electron withdrawing effect. So basically, the highest you should have for structure 1, then for 2, and then for 3rd. So this effect you can see, as I have mentioned here with arrow, the electron withdrawing effect is enhanced here, right? So therefore, the frequency is highest. Where you have this normal 5-membered carbonyl, which is high because of the 5-member compared to the 6-membered ring. So ring size effect, the same logic as we have done in the previous problem. So ring electron withdrawing effect strengthens the carbonyl bond because through inductive effect which raises the carbonyl frequency. Now we have learned two concepts, that one is the conjugation, basically three concepts so far. One is the conjugation which decreases the frequency. Second is the electron withdrawing effect which increases the carbonyl frequency, and the ring size effect, as the ring size decreases the frequency increases. So three concept, if you keep these three concept in mind, you can solve all the problems related to it. Now, this problem, you can notice all the three structures are having the 6-membered ring only, and they have given you 3 carbonyl frequency. You have to match it with the respective structure. Now, what it could be like, first structure you have normal carbon ester carbonyl in the ring. The second structure you have alpha beta unsaturated present here, right? So we know that here you have minus I effect as well as you have conjugation present here, right? So conjugation decreases the frequency. And in this third structure, you can see the minus I effect is here enhanced, like in the previous problem. So this actually, the third structure should have the highest frequency. So 1760 should go to the third one, and 1745 should be for the first one, and 1720 for the second one, because here conjugation is also present, which lowers the frequency comparatively. So the you can see the effects I have mentioned here. It is the same which we have seen. Minus I effect in the first, the frequency increases. Here in the second, minus I effect as well as conjugation. So conjugation decreases. 1720. So balance, basically complementary effects are involved here. Neutralize the effect. Therefore, it is a standard carbonyl frequency you are getting here. And the third is the minus I effect is enhanced through conjugation, through resonance here. More withdrawing of the electrons are present here. So more strengthening of the bond will be there. Therefore, the frequency is highest. This problem is slightly different from the previous one. They have given the spectrum of ethyl acetoacetate. 3 frequencies are given here. Now you have to justify these 3 frequencies. For that, you should know the structure of ethyl acetoacetate. Ethyl aceto, so this is ethyl aceto, OC double bond O. The oxygen is attached to the ethyl group. Okay, so this is important. And then acetate. This is a derivative of acetic acid. You can say one of the hydrogen is replaced by ethyl aceto here, right? Acetic acid. So you have these 2 carbonyl groups. With respect to this, you have at alpha position hydrogen. So the tautomerism is possible here, and you will have the tautomeric structure of it. CH double bond COH. Now, if you justify the 3 frequency, ester, if you see this carbonyl, the OR group is acting as a electron withdrawing group. Minus I effect is involved. So this carbonyl will absorb at high frequency, 1748 for ester carbonyl. And then you have this carbonyl, which is a standard ketone frequency, 1724. 1650 is the peak for C double bond C stretching. So which was absent in the first structure. So this proves that 1650 proves that the tautomerism exists in ethyl acetoacetate. We know C double bond C stretching is 1600, right? So you have here C double bond C is stretching at 1650, which suggests the presence of the enolic form of it. So this is how you can justify your explanation answer. This could be our last problem for today's discussion, that explain how the resonance causes the difference in the carbonyl frequency. 3 different ester groups compounds have been given to you. Now if you notice carefully the three structure, this middle structure is having the resonance present here for this carbonyl, as well as you have a minus I effect here. So both are nullifying each other. Therefore, you are getting the standard 1724 for this ester carbonyl. Now here in this, you have only minus I effect involved here. So therefore, the frequency will certainly increase to 1739. Okay, minus I effect of OCS3. Now, in this particular structure, if you notice that phenyl acetate, you have this oxygen OPH. So, what is having here? Extended electron withdrawing effect is there, right? This oxygen is, this OPH is acting as a minus I effect, electron withdrawing group, right? So, which increases the strength of the carbonyl. Here, this minus I effect is enhanced because of the presence of this resonance. So, which is further minus I effect is increased here, right? Further withdrawal of the electron will be more here. So the carbonyl for this phenyl acetate absorb at the highest at 1765. So this is the explanation. I mentioned minus I effect increases, conjugation decreases the frequency, and enhanced minus effect because of this resonance withdrawing the electron more towards it, okay, which increases the strength of the bond, and so frequency increases. So this is how we can explain our all carbonyl stretching frequency with respect to mostly three concepts, which is we have seen conjugation effect, we have seen ring size effect, and the minus I effect involved here. I hope you got this concept and can solve now many more problems comes to you. Happy learning. See you in the next video.